everyone, this is Marco and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to work on this. I've had it for quite a while now, and this is actually my second one. I've already got one and modified it. I think you can guess what I changed on this because, you know, Mattel decided to release this Jeep without the red stripe here. And without all the writing here that was present on the other Jeep releases from Mattel. I'm also going to be repainting this Dilophosaurus, and once it's all done, I'm going to put this on eBay, I think, and see how it goes. Now, as I said, I've already modified this one on my personal one, and here it is. There we go. Can you tell the difference? I certainly can. As you can see, I've added the stripe there and all the writing, as well as the writing on the back tire. I've also repainted some parts inside and added paint apps that were missing, like that dark grey part there and the grille. I'm also going to keep the box as intact as I can because I want this to look legit. I want it to be like a proper set, the way it was meant to be. Also, another thing that I don't really understand is why did Mattel decide to go and make the sculpt of a stick? That's just bizarre. Because Mattel had already released the Dennis Nedry San Diego Comic-Con edition, where he had a Barbasol can, so they've obviously got the license that allows them to use the Barbasol logo and license. So it would have made sense for this set to include the Barbasol can, but which would have been cheaper for Mattel anyway, because they've already had all the sculpt and all the designs ready, which would have allowed them to actually work a bit more on the Jeep. Cutting costs somewhere else means that they can work thoroughly on something else, put more effort and more money into the Jeep. Instead, they decided to spend more money on a new sculpt and take that money away from the Jeep and the stripes, you know, and all of that. So yeah, Mattel does some really bizarre things, but it's still a really nice set. Like, we're so lucky to get this nowadays. This, you know, from a film that was released in 1993, we're really lucky to get this stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. It's going to be something mainly just paint oriented, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. As I want to keep the box intact, I'm not going to unbox everything. I'm just going to get the Dilophosaurus out so I can repaint it. I'm going to leave Dennis in there. I'm going to leave the stick. That gets lost so easily. You can't even see it in the packaging, but never mind. And I'm going to leave the wing mirrors inside as well, because that would completely ruin the box. So I'm just going to take this out and the Dilophosaurus. The Dilophosaurus popped right out. When I finish paint it, I just need to put this back in there and we'll be golden. The Jeep instead is connected underneath, so I'm going to have to open the box somehow and then put it back together. I had to cut this, but I already have an extra one that I can use to replace it with. Cut this bit there, and then open it up like this. As you can see, there's these little tabs. You just pull out and then twist like that, and the Jeep should be ready to come out. Yeah, like so. I twisted both of the tabs underneath, and this should pop right off like that. There we go. Easy peasy, kind of. Okay, so let's take a closer look at this Jeep. As you can see, the writing on the tires is completely missing. Same applies for this back tire, and of course the infamous stripe is missing. I'm going to add some masking tape here and then just paint the red stripe in. It's pretty straightforward, and I'll show you exactly how it's done. If we remove the top, you can see that this part is cast in red plastic when it should be a dark grey, just like this other Jeep right here. Obviously, I'm going to paint that back in as well. So let's start with the stripe. I've got my other Jeep in front of me right over there. It's off camera, but I'm using it for reference. And all we have to do is just take this off, get that out of the way so we don't get paint on it. Get some nice masking tape, my favorite material ever. and pretty much just look at where the stripe goes. It's gonna go here, so we're gonna mask this edge with a tool or a pencil or something. We can just push this in so it masks every sort of cranny like that. To cut the excess tape, we put it on the other side, which goes around like so. Make sure not to press too hard on this because it will rip the sticker off, so I'm just leaving it like that. Just press it down on this edge and you should be fine. To be able to color match, you're going to need a couple of different paints. You're going to need the base color, so let's take the red, and we're going to need some yellows and some whites as well. And it's just a case of mixing in all the colors together until it kind of looks right. It's pretty much just trial and error. There isn't a specific like recipe. Let's try this together. I found an extra red in my paint box. It's the same brand, it's ARTEZA. That was the one that I showed on camera. This is another one which is a bit lighter. The way we do it is we get our paintbrush watered down a little bit. I've already got it right here. And we take a little bit like this. As you can see, it kind of looks a bit too pink compared to that. Straight away we can tell that. The way you get rid of pinkness is by adding a bit of yellow. That kind of turns it a bit into an orangey red, which is kind of what this is, really. It's not really like a deep red at all. So we're gonna try this. You can color match in two ways. You can either put a tiny bit of paint on there and then see if it matches, and then rub it out. Or you get a piece of paper and you color in the corner of a piece of paper. I'm gonna color in this corner right here and we compare. And as you can see, that's pretty close. So we're gonna try using this. We can always add some, like another layer on later on if it's not perfect, but I think this is pretty close. So let's get started. Right, so the first layer is dry. Now we add the second. And as you can see, it's starting to cover up nicely. We're gonna probably do 3 or 4, maybe 5. Maybe 5's a bit overkill, but we'll see. And now we do the last layer. Okay, so that's done. I'm gonna peel these off. And there we go. That looks pretty good. Just need to neaten that bit up, which is easy peasy. I'll show you how to do that right now. All you need is a toothpick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna scrape it like this, and like magic, it comes off. There we go, that's all neat right there. We can also do the same thing here if we want, just to make it a bit more neat. Don't worry, we can prevent everything from rubbing off once we're done by adding a layer of satin coating. And that's looking pretty good. Let's move on to the other side. Okay, so now the stripes are done. I'm going to color in the grey bits. So we're talking about that there, this here, the grill. I'm going to be using black and white. Mix them together, it goes grey. Now everything's painted. The grill, that thing, and that thing, and the stripes. It's time to add the writing on the tires. I've found the file and printed it out. I pretty much just took a picture of this Jeep here modified it, like added more contrast, got rid of saturation and all of that, made it to the right size and put them all on one page, and that's it. I've done different sizes just in case, and you can find this file in the description. You can download it for free. Now all we have to do is just cut these out and then glue them on. Everything's cut. I'm gonna start gluing them down. I'm gonna use super glue, and I'm gonna dab the super glue onto the Tyre first, and then use a toothpick to kind of spread it out a bit and keep it glued down like that. There we go, the Jeep is done. Kind of, we just need to spray it with this. It's a satin sealer, so it protects the paint from rubbing off. So I'm going to quickly do that, and then we're going to move on to the Dilophosaurus. With the Dilophosaurus, we're just going to pretty much repaint the back and the face. The frill's alright, might have to paint the back as well. We're gonna sort of keep the Mattel style to it, so replace this sort of brown red back with the actual sort of black or really dark brown. On the back we're gonna add a nice sort of belly color as well and paint the back of the frill. The head is, I don't know where they got that yellow from, but there's no yellow on the one in the film. It's just pretty much the same black with the white outline. So this is them both painted. Now this is how the Dilophosaurus looks. I think it looks much closer to what we see in the film, and it's still got a simple paint job similar to what Mattel would have released or would release if it were like a bit of a higher priced figure. I didn't want to paint it super realistic, like adding washes and dry brushes and stuff, because I want it to look like it would fit with the set. And this is the Jeep. It doesn't have the wing mirrors because they're still in the packaging, and I didn't want to remove them because it would ruin the box. So this is it. It's got all the writing on the tires, on all of them, even the spare one. It's got grey paint where it needs to be, so there, the grille, and obviously the infamous red stripe is painted too. Now if we slip this off, you should be able to see the rest of the grey that I painted in. That's pretty much it, so I'm gonna try and put it back in the box now. There we go, this is it back in the box, and it looks brand new. And it's better than brand new because it's actually got the stripe and all the missing bits and a nice accurate Dilophosaurus. So this is going to be up on eBay. The link will be in the description.
I would like to give a massive thank you to all of my Patreons. Seriously guys, your support really does mean the world to me, as it helps me do what I love for you. You help me buy materials, and most of all, you give me a helping hand with improving the quality of the content of my videos. Even if it's just a small donation, every little helps. If you like my videos, please press the like button. And you could consider subscribing. It's free. Oh, and don't forget to press the notification bell button, because you don't want to miss any of my new stuff, right? I'm gonna say bye now, because when you gotta go, you gotta go. I will see you in the next one.